Hello?
Hello, Jughead. This is Archie. Come over right away. It's a matter of life or death.
Oh, relax, Archie.
Attention, all true believers. Marvel Comics is on the air.
A friend of the unfortunate, enemy of criminals. In reality, Dan Garrett, a rookie patrolman, loved by everyone but suspected by none of being the Blue Beetle.
Boys and girls, your attention, please. Presenting a new exciting radio program featuring the thrilling adventures of an amazing and incredible personality. Faster than an airplane, more powerful than a locomotive, impervious to bullets.
Up in the sky, look! It's a bird! It's a plane! It's Superman!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hi, welcome to Friday Night Live on The Experience. I'm Nancy McCann, and we're coming to you live from Comics Unlimited in Cleveland, Tennessee. Tonight I have Dawn here. Woohoo! And we have a lot of comics from vintage comics, modern comics, and some new comics. And we also have a couple slabs, some 60's Spider-Mans. It should be a nice show. So if you have things that you want that we don't show, feel free to request titles, and we'll try to find them from the stock we have in the store. It is an all-claim show. Please put the title and issue number in the comments in order to make a claim. Whoever claims it first gets awarded it. And we send out invoices during the week that on PayPal, and we just ask that you pay those within a couple of days of getting them. I'm a little slow to send them out right now because I'm just so busy. So yeah, just a little.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Busy, and so you know, it might not be immediate, but it will be during the week. If you've never bought from us before, you can fill out the form that's pinned on the page, and if you're on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, it scrolls across. So just catch that link and go ahead and fill that form out. If you've bought from us before, you don't have to fill the form out because I have your information. And we ship all over the country, and we use priority mail. So we will fill a medium box before we ship unless you direct us otherwise. So if you want your book sooner, you have to let us know. And of course, if you shop in our store here in East Tennessee, or you're in the general vicinity, you can always pick up your claims here at the store. So just let us know. Welcome to those who've already come in. And I saw in the comments, there was a comment about the video I made earlier today of our new comics, how I went by the toy case. I will try to make a video of the toy case at some point for you because I always have to get by it to get to the other side of the store to finish off the new comics. And I do like run right by it, but I do have a lot of vintage toys and small stuff in the back case, as well as in our front cases. So we have quite a bit. I'll have to make a video of that for everybody some point. You can request toys if there's something specifically for. It's just that there's 8 million different toys, and so the chances of us having what you want is low. So it's better. It's probably better to keep to the comics and magazines and things like that. Wade's asking if I'm eloping. No, this is like the opposite of eloping.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, 21 years ago, my husband and I pretty much eloped. We got married on the beach with only a few people there, and we never had a reception. And this weekend, we are having a full church wedding with a reception and hopefully many people there. Is pretty much the opposite of eloping. But we're very excited. So that's been keeping me a little bit busy, but a lot of other things are keeping me busy too. So hopefully, you know, things will start to get better here in a few weeks. It's just, I have a lot of stuff going on. And, okay. What if I had you as a son-in-law? Well, how would that work? Oh, I guess my daughter would. Well, my daughter's already married, so you're out of luck, Wade. Oh, welcome, TJ. Oh gosh, Lorena, don't breathe on your computer too hard. We don't need to be sick, especially.
Nobody got time for that.
Yeah, we don't have to. Not this week. All righty. So we're going to get started showing books in just a second. Hi, welcome back. I'm sorry to hear the left side of your face is swollen, Jay. That's terrible. But I've been there. My allergies have been kind of bad since I moved back to Tennessee, and everybody here has gone crazy with the pollen, but luckily that's the one allergy I don't really have. It's a miracle.
You're very blessed with that.
I'm very blessed. But I am allergic to mold and mildew and dust, and we have plenty of that.
Yeah.
Because we have so much water here. So I have to take allergy pills all year round, and like I headache almost all the time. It's just like it's like not good. Swelling has not gotten any worse. That is no fun. All right. Welcome, Derek. Well, I'm glad you're all coming in. So let me go ahead and start showing some books. I never know what to start with. I'm just going to start with some random books, and then, if you guys have any preferences, shout them out. Okay. No pain. No pain. So I guess there'll be no gain either.
It's a good one.
I'm sorry. Local honey in your yay and coffee. Tea.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting.
That's what I've heard too.
We do have local honey here. I guess I could try.
Yeah, they said local honey is really good for the allergies because the bees get all the. That's what I've heard.
Maybe if you have a pollen allergy, since they collect
I don't
from
know.
flowers.
I've
and
heard
trees.
that local honey is really good. For
Maybe I should do that. All right, here we go. Here's some comics. Silver Surfer 75 from 1992 in fine is $6 and very hollow foily, which I think fits with Silver Surfer better than most characters. So I think a good idea. And this one's even more of a hollow foil. Silver Surfer 100, very fine, $9.50. This is from 1995. The early 90s, just like they discovered special effects and they just couldn't stop themselves. Everything had to have foil. Yeah. But sometimes they do them now and it's kind of cool, but like I kind of miss this time period. Sensational She-Hulk number 50 in fine from 1993, $6.50.
Ooh, I like that one.
Her skin is foil.
Yeah, different than green.
Well, welcome, Kenan. Punisher War Journal number 1, very fine, 1988, $16. I also have a fine copy that's 12 of the same book if you're maybe for a little lower grade. Oh, Punisher War Journal number 2 in fine, $2.50. Well, Wade, if we were going to Hawaii, that would be awesome, but that is not going to happen. Yeah, Jay wouldn't have to move. He's already running things from where he is, whether I go on vacation or not. We are actually planning to go on a honeymoon at some point, but it's just going to be a little trip to Alabama. So, yeah, we have some things we want to go see down there. Meanwhile, my husband's been sending me links to things to see locally. He won't stop. He's probably sent me 20 places he'd like to see that we haven't been to, going from Pigeon Forge and where Dollywood is, all the way down into Georgia and Alabama, and all kinds of different farms and animal preserves and just stuff. Yeah, that he wants to see. He even wants to go to the Little Debbie Park at Little Debbie.
Let me tell you, I went to the Little Debbie Park, and it was cool to go walk around and see a giant Christmas tree cake. that you could stand by.
Yeah. That would be cool. Challengers of the Unknown number 2 and fine $1.75. Yeah, but wouldn't it just make Jesse more hungry?
Yes, it's not next. It's the week
yeah. Jay, it's not next Friday. Next Friday is the 11th, and we will be here. It is the next Friday after that, which is the 18th, which is the 3 days before Easter. It's Good Friday. So if I put it in the Slack wrong, I'll go back and re-put it. But because Kyle, who's our executive producer, I talked to him on the phone today. He said the same thing. He said, "Oh, so you're not, And then I was like, "No, I'm really, really, really not. I'm going to be here next week." That's the plan, anyway. Okay, Punisher War Journal 1 and 2 for Round Guy.
All right.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, the 18th. So yeah, not next week. Yeah. Elongated Man number 1, 1992 in fine is $1.75. Well, I never read a copy of this. I liked, Plastic Man and E-Man. Maybe I would like that too. I don't know. Jay only has one eye. Well, yes, we have to excuse Jay from any mishaps tonight because he's working with a disability on his face, and we never like that. All right, Daredevil number 1, 2023, and fine is $4.50. I am not sure what he's trying to say. Am I missing something?
And Stimming's kicking in spaghetti. Oh.
I don't know what that means. What's a spaghetti arm?
I got you.
I know.
I got what you're saying, Round Guy. I got you.
All right. Mars Attacks number 2A from 2018 and very fine $3.25. Yikes. Mars Attacks number 5A and fine $2.50. I like that one. His head is a maze.
I do too. That is really cool.
Don't be starting rumors, Wade. That might not be a healthy thing to do. Mars Attacks 3A and fine is $2.50. I like that cover. This is like an old science fiction book cover.
Mm-hmm. It does.
I know I have many, many old science fiction books. When I was in my preteen years, I got introduced to fantasy books by my godmother. Sent me a copy of The Hobbit, and then this led me on the road of a lifetime of this. I mean, if she'd picked a different gift, maybe I wouldn't be sitting here today.
The Hobbit's a good one.
But I read The Hobbit, then Lord of the Rings, and then I read every fantasy book and every science fiction book in our public library. And I worked in the public library, so I had easy access.
There you go.
And I read them all. Mars Attacks number 4A and very fine, $3.25. ROM number 1 subscriber cover, very fine, 2016, $3.25.
That's an interesting cover.
Mm-hmm. ROM was they did a series of comics back in the early 80s. It was like based on a toy.
Okay.
Rocketeer and Spirit number 1. Very fine, 2013, $8. It's Pulp Friction. Shaun of the Dead, number 2 in fine, 2005, $6. Rom was a Cylon's nephew. Maybe. Star Wars Darth Vader, number 48. I don't know how this got in here. $5. Okay. It's the dark side of Luke Skywalker. All
Okay.
Right. Betty Page, The Curse of the Banshee. This one's $4. Berserker 2, $4. It is Keanu Reeves.
Huh?
It is Keanu Reeves.
Okay.
It's his comic.
That's what I was like. That's what I was thinking. I was like,
when
you knew what was going through my head just then. Yeah.
I'm able to get into Dawn's head.
Oh, no. The legend grows.
No, but I knew when she said, huh, I go, it's Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
What if Aliens, number 1, $5. What if what?
I like that cover. I like
That's
the
pretty.
colors on it.
I know. I always love comics that are like teal or aqua
Yeah.
and purple. I don't know why. Yeah, Jesse could probably send him a picture of it. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 6A, very good, 2012, $4.25. It's a Casey Jones cover. Okay. You need to.
Do you need to do anything?
No, I think I'll just like randomly grab some stuff from
Okay.
here. How bad could it be? I don't know.
We're all going to be surprised.
You're eventually going to see everything, so it doesn't really matter what order we go in. Roger Rabbit, number 1, 1990, very fine, $10. I went in the theater and saw that movie. It was cute. It was the first movie that had animation and live action mixed together.
Yeah.
Number 2, near mint, $10. Yeah, it was one of the first movies that they made merchandise for and sold it in the mass market. That and Dick Tracy, they had Madonna in it.
Really?
And both of those, they did not do well. And that led to them not wanting to carry Batman in 1989, which opened the door for Comics Unlimited to sell pallets and pallets and pallets of Batman stuff.
Wow.
We used to sell Frisbees and socks and water bottles and T-shirts and toys. And I mean, it was just like literally pallets would just be pulling up at the store every day. It was like a crazy, wonderful, heady time.
Oh, wow.
But it was because the only store that carried any Batman merchandise when Batman came out was JCPenney's, and they only carried T-shirts in the boys department, and that was all they had. All the other stores were like, oh no, Roger Rabbit and Dick Tracy failed, so therefore Batman can't possibly be successful.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it was nuts, but we were happy. Roger Rabbit, number 3, very fine, is $5, but they caught on after that.
Yeah.
And then by the time all the movies that have started coming out, like all the Marvel movies, it's like they make so much merchandise and it's everywhere.
It's any place you go to, I feel like.
Which is a drag for us because, you know, we would like this to be the place that people went for their stuff related to those movies, but it really wasn't.
Yeah.
So it's okay, though. We'll sell comics. That's one thing we do well. Roger Rabbit, number 4, near mint, $6. Mr. Nope would like that Casey Jones that I already gave you. It should be the last book in that pile.
Okay.
And then he also wants this one.
Okay.
Roger Rabbit, number 5, very fine, $4. Bugs Bunny, number 1, near mint, $9. They only made a few issues of Bugs Bunny for DC. And that's the number 1.
This one here. Nancy.
Yeah, that's the one. Tales from the Dark Side. This is from the Lock and Key creative team, Joe Hill and Gabriel Rodriguez. It's a number 1, but it's a variant from Fried Pie in fine. It's $6. I don't know if you, Don, if you ever read horror novels, but Joe Hill is Stephen King's son.
I didn't know that. Interesting.
And he's taken after his father. He's very successful.
Wow.
And he writes a lot of comics.
Did not know that.
Mr. Note. I once helped save Stephen King from death before he wrote all those books.
What?
I was at a convention I think it was in Nashville, and we were on a rooftop having a party, and he was like sitting on the edge of the roof, and he had like a beer mug in each hand, and he started to lose his balance, and we all had to grab his legs and pull him from falling off this really tall building.
Yeah, I know how those buildings are over there.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
I was a part of saving.
Look at you.
Because I wasn't going to let him fall. I love his writing. Maybe if I didn't like his book so much. No, I'm just kidding. I'd save anybody I saw falling off a roof. Spectacular Spider-Man 223. Very fine. $3.25. 1995. This one's die cut. The whole spider is a die cut.
That's in there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's neat. That is correct, Jay. Venom Lethal Protector number 4, very good, $4. Venom Funeral Pyre number 1, very fine, $7.50 with a hollow foil background. Web of Spider-Man 125 in fine, $9. This is from 1995, and it has just a round hologram right in the middle. I'm not sure I can even make out what it is of. I don't know. You have to get it and figure it out. I don't know. But anyway. Spectacular Spider-Man number 200, very fine, $4, 1993. Also has a hollow foil spider background. These all the shiny ones all came in one collection. Yeah. Someone brought in a collection, and it was like, and at first I was like, well, we must have these in the bin because, it's like we've had so many copies of these books over the years. But then when they were run through the bin, it's like we needed all of them. And I'm like, oh, because people buy shiny comics.
Yeah.
Oh, it is time for our break. We'll be back in just a minute with more comics.
Order Battle Quest comics at your local comic shop today. Imagine being at a convention and going to an interview panel that's just for you. No bustling crowds, no hours-long lines, just you, the moderator, and your favorite comic book creators. Well, this is pretty much that. Miss Jen sits down every week with 2 comic book creators for a live stream interview about their latest work, and you can ask them whatever you want. It's Talking Shop, Mondays at 5 Eastern on The Experience, Comic Culture and Sales.
Did you know that Arthur, King of the Britons in Monty Python and the Holy Grail was played by a famous Graham? Check out another famous Graham by following our Instagram.
Hi, welcome back. Batman Grendel Ashcan red foil edition and fine is $2.50.
I like that.
You know, Batman can't be left out of the whole foil thing.
No, gotta throw him in there.
Grendel Batman Devil's Mask number 1 in very good is $4. And number 2 in very good is $4.
I like those covers.
Oh yeah, nice design.
Mm-hmm.
Batman Legends of the Dark Knight Halloween Special by Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale. This one is $20, 1993 near mint, and it's actually like in set foil to make the jack-o'-lantern. Harley Quinn number 2A near mint, 2014, $10. Harley Quinn number 3, very fine, 2014, $8. Why, hi, Nick, jumping in to ask everybody to hit the thumbs up. Please do that. It does help us out. Batman Beyond number 1C facsimile edition 2024 of Batman Beyond 1. It's $6. All foily and shiny, which seems to be the theme tonight. Detective Comics 1000A from 2019, $13. And Man Bat number 5, very random, $4. Big old pile of skulls, yikes. That's a cool cover though. All right, what do we got? All right, I'm going to show some of the early Amazing Spider-Mans we got in this week. But I want to say before showing them all to you that this collection came out of a house that had a leaky roof, but the comics were all bagged and boarded, so they do not have any water stains or damage to them at all. But they do smell a little musty. And it's not noticeable when they're individual, but when you get a group of them together, they're musty. Some of them, the staples are a little rusty, and I have graded them accordingly. Anything that's fair or poor is likely to have some rusted one or more rusted staple. But they're all, unless I tell you otherwise, they're all complete and they're not detached. So keep that in mind, that the only reason on some of these books they present at, very good or fine, but because of the smell of them and the staples, I've graded them lower. How musty are they? Well, you can come by and take a whiff, Wade. We'll be open tomorrow. Yeah, no, I have a whole long box of books, and the bags, just had to go out, and they make my hands itchy. I have a lot of allergies to mold and mildew, so I can only do so many. So this is all I got done. Yeah, the dryer sheet will take the smell away, and so you could always put one in the back of the backing board. I think that would work. I actually have a collection I bought about a year ago that I put in storage with a bunch of dryer sheets in it, and I'm hoping for the best. Like maybe in another 6 months or so, I'll pull it out and see if it smells fresh like a daisy or not. But right, but I don't know. I didn't want to have to store these away because I thought you guys might want them. So you'll have to make them smell good on your own. But really, I can't smell them. You can't.
I know. Oh yeah.
But let's smell that though.
Yeah, you have to get like really close to it.
Yeah. So just
I mean,
if you were reading it, you'd smell it.
Yeah. Or...
But when they're in the bags, like it shouldn't spread to other comics. You should be okay. All right. Amazing Spider-Man number 32, 1966. In fair, I'm asking $30. This one, the staples are a little rusty. But like I said, there's no water damage or spots or anything in these books. They're actually pretty nice. I don't really want to take these out, but I want to take a peek. Yeah, so this is the back. You can see it's actually fair for the condition I graded at. It's pretty clean. All right, so round guy was first. That one. Okay. The next one is number 34. This one's much rougher. It's in pour. It's detached. The spine is just super rough right here. But it has pen ink all over the cover. But it's $40 in pour. A comic only a mother could love.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Number 45 in fair, 1967, $35. This one has a subscription crease, and it has a little bit of the cover, has a tape pull on the cover, so there's a little scrape missing on it. But otherwise, it's a nice shape. So that one was number 45. Number 47, this one has coupons clipped out of it, like multiple coupons. It doesn't affect the story. They're all non-story pages, but very cut up in the back. So in pour, we're asking $20. But it looks great in the bag. You would never know.
Yeah. Looking at it.
But in the back, ooh.
Yeah.
It was like, I think there's like 4 or 5 coupons cut out of it.
Wow.
Yeah. 47 has found a home with the round guy.
Woohoo.
Okay. Number 49 from 1967 in good is $25. And this one, the staples, I can't see them there. Yeah, this one actually isn't so bad. It's just kind of rough along the spine, but not like that other one, though. This one just has creases. Number 49 goes to Killer Dolphins. And I still have a book I've not charged you for yet, Killer Dolphins. I've got your information in your other book in the back, and I will bill you this week. Just let me know if you want them shipped out right away, if you want to wait till you fill a box. Amazing Spider-Man number 60, very good, $20. 1968. The spine is like this much of the spine is pretty much missing, but it isn't detached. Okay, number 60 is going to Killer Dolphins.
All right.
Okay. This one isn't good. It's from 1969. Number 69, $30. And this one just has like some wear on the spine, and it's missing like a quarter inch piece out of this corner and out of this corner. Okay. Number 72 in good, 1969, $20. The staples are a little rusty, but it's not, it's still attached. Okay. 72 goes to Killer Dolphins. Amazing Spider-Man number 73 in fair, $20, 1969. And this one, it has a little bit of a split at the bottom right here along the spine. And looks like there's a crease in this upper corner. $73, round guy. And Amazing Spider-Man 141 in good, 1975, $10. This one has rusty staples, but otherwise it's pretty nice. And Amazing Spider-Man 254 in good, 1984, $4. 141 is for Wade Carmen. And 158, very good, $10, 1994. Okay, so that is it on the Bacho comics out of the wet house. But I do have a whole long box of them. This, I believe, is all the early Spider-Mans. However, there are a lot of other books from the same time period, different titles. I saw in there like Strange Tales and a number of other titles. So as my allergies permit, I will continue pricing those up and showing them each week until I get through that box. Yeah, the Spider-Mans under 100 are just tough. We just don't get enough of them in. That's why when these came in, I bought them despite their condition, because, you know, how often do they come in that time period? They don't. I mean, this is only maybe the third time since I've been to Tennessee somebody's brought in early Amazing Spider-Man.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you're so close to being complete. That's awesome. But also makes it nerve-wracking that you're that close. You're like, I hope it's this. Okay, Steve. Steve says I should follow up Rusty Staples with something by Fiona Staples. And it's like,
that's good.
That would be planning. I'd have to plan that, you know. All right. I have a run here of Classics Illustrated. These are the ones that were, yeah, I've lost my train of thought. This series came out in 1990, and they did quite a few. The first one being Edgar Allan Poe, very fine, $8. Followed by Through the Looking Glass, which is number 3, very fine, $8. And Hamlet, Number 5, near mint, $10. The Scarlet Letter, number 6, near mint, $10. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, number 8, near mint, $10. The Count of Monte Cristo, number 7, very fine, $8. One of my favorites, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, number 2, near mint, $10. I love Mark Twain.
I do too.
I went to tour his house in Connecticut, and it's shaped like a riverboat.
Oh, wow.
And he liked to watch snow fall over his fireplace, so he installed a window over the fireplace. And then the chimney splits and goes around it.
Yeah.
So that he could sit and watch snow falling into the fire.
Oh, that's pretty.
It was awesome. He had the first telephone, too. He helped test it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so they have a demonstration of that there for the recording. Okay, let me find Monte Cristo here. There we go. So this one's for Lorena.
All right.
We also have Call of the Wild, $10 near mint. Rip Van Winkle, $10 near mint. They did a good job on all these covers. They're really
they're
cool.
All so cool.
And Island of Dr. Moreau, number 12, near mint,
Ooh.
$10.
I remember when that movie came out.
Yeah.
I remember that.
It was pretty creepy.
It was. It was.
Okay. Okay. Star Trek Deep Space Nine gold foil edition ash can from 1993. $2.50 and fine.
My brother had them, my buddy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
My Little Buddy?
Yeah, that's what he went around wanting that. And then I saw, like, they thought it was going to be, like, such a big deal. And then the movie Chucky came out. And then it, like, ruined their
After
sales.
that, it destroyed them.
But we still
Remember
we actually have it still. Like, we found it after my parents passed away.
That's funny.
Yeah.
But still creepy, right?
It is. It is still creepy.
This is the He Said, She Said Comics presents the O.J. Simpson story. And it's in fine from 1994. It's $4. It's a flip book. On the other side, it is the Nicole Simpson story. So literally, as He Said, She Said.
Wow.
Interesting. Bit of history there. And not a bad drawing of OJ, actually. He's a little cross-eyed, but, it's all right. $4. I Love Lucy, number 2 from 1990 in fine is $6. RoboCop, number 2, near mint, 1990, $3. And number 3, and very good, $1.75. Okay, it's time for us to go on a break. When we come back, we will have the new product, and then we'll come back to some more older books and some slabs and all kinds of good stuff. So we'll be back in just a few minutes.
Symphonic verses, Nocturne's romance. A song of romanticized darkness, dreaming death by sleep.
What do you call the place on Spider-Man's wrists where the webs come out? His website. I hate myself for writing that joke, but you'd make me feel so much better if you just visited our website. We have links to our merch, new release lists, all the show info, and so much more. TheEXPLive.com.
According to a statistic that I just made up, people spend 4 hours a day changing the television channel. People who watch The Experience don't do that. Save yourself a ton of time by tuning into The Experience and enjoying our new original programming 7 days a week. And then tell your friends. Think about the money they could save on batteries in the remote alone just by tuning into The Experience. Find out more by scanning the QR code below.
Download our app on Google Play and the App Store. It's so simple, even my mommy can use it. Twitch. It's not just what happens when you have too many energy drinks anymore. Check out our content over there, too.
Hi, welcome back to Friday Night Live and the Experience. I am ready to show some new books.
Woo!
And I gave you some bags and boards with which to, there you go.
I got it.
Bag them on up if anybody would like some. First off, Concert of Champions, #1 variant edition. Teen Titans Go #2. We still have copies of 1 available if anybody needs it. Secret 6 #2. Ultimate X-Men 14 variant.
Oh, I like that cover.
Yeah. Except for all the eyeballs.
Yeah,
I have this thing about eyeballs.
Oh, okay.
that aren't in people's heads. I don't like to see them floating around. This is X-Men 14 Capcom variant. Birds of Prey #20. Birds of Prey #20. This must be the April Fool's joke cover. April Fool's Day joke cover. The Joker having too much fun. Gotcha Man #8.
I think the Joker is probably my favorite nemesis of Batman.
He's a good one. Power Rangers Prime. These finally just arrived yesterday. What was that today? It was today. It's been a long day. They came in a little late, but they were here this morning. So, Star Wars Hyperspace Stories. Bad Batch versus Bounty Hunter #2. This is a facsimile edition of G.I. Joe 21, which is the famous silent copy, which means there's no words in it. It's all pictures. And it's the first and one of the only books ever done that way. And so this is a facsimile of that one.
Interesting.
But the reason they came out with it is because they did a new silent edition of G.I. Joe. And this is G.I. Joe #1, Silent Missions. So, the silent one was very popular because it was different, Godzilla Heist #2. I saw someone made a dessert like charcuterie type board for Easter. They took a Godzilla and put Peeps in his mouth, and then all the other Peeps running away.
Oh, that would be awesome.
It was really cool, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I think my brother's probably the only person on the planet that actually likes Peeps.
Well, get him a Godzilla Peep board.
That's what I need to do. Yeah.
Okay, a Teen Titans Go #2 for the rating. There you go.
And then Silent Missions for Wade.
Oh. Silent Missions for Wade. I did not see that. Thank you. Now I have to find it, though. Oh, there it is. Okay. Star Trek Lore War #1. EC Cruel Kingdom #4. Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe One Last Time, Variant Edition #1. Yeah, one could make that mistake. There were a lot of April Fool's jokes this year. I kind of dread that day. I tend to be on the gullible side for that kind of stuff. But I really try, like on social media, anything that I read that's kind of wacky, I just figure it's that, which was bad because Val Kilmer died. And,
I know.
And I wasn't sure if it was a joke.
I thought the exact same thing. I was like, is somebody like really being like cruel?
We thought it was a horrible joke. And then I saw an article like the next day and the day after that. And then I'm like, oh, I guess it wasn't a joke. So that was sad. This is a new Spawn Universe title, Black Ritual, the Book of NYX, #1. I like her hair. I wish my hair would stay like that. Pastime. So this would be a new baseball-related comic.
Ooh.
#1.
And baseball season just started. I'm your sports guru over here.
Uh-oh. Don is our official sports guru. I'd like to watch more.
In case
I enjoy it.
Yeah, I love it.
What's your favorite sport?
Basketball.
This
is my favorite time of the year right now.
Basketball is my favorite sport, but NBA basketball mostly.
I do like that. But with March Madness, that's like my favorite.
That's pretty good.
Which UTC won the NIT championship last night. So local team.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love basketball the most. And then hockey and baseball are pretty much tied for second. I love both.
Yeah.
And then everything else is kind of after that. Okay. But I like all kinds of weird sports too. Like I love all the Olympic sports.
Oh, what's your favorite Olympic sport?
I don't know. That's so hard. I like them all.
I like it all too. My favorite one, I don't know why, because it's very strange. Curling.
I love curling.
I love curling.
Matter of fact, my husband and I wrote a Looney Tunes story about curling.
Really?
Yeah, it's the only Looney Tunes story ever set not in the desert.
Oh, wow.
Because they had to go up in the mountains to get to the snow.
Uh-huh.
And then it involved curling. And it was because I had seen curling, and I was like, we need to do a comic about curling. And
I love curling. I don't know why.
I love curling, too.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway,
but I like gymnastics a lot.
Okay.
Too. But I like everything.
Yeah.
I like volleyball of all kinds.
Uh-huh.
Absolute Superman came in. This book continues to go up in sales. People are loving it.
I like that cover.
That's the A cover. Hoping for your favorite baseball team.
Okay, so, my favorite baseball team. Grew up with the Atlanta Braves. That was our team. Yeah.
Scorched. See, I grew up in Connecticut, and so the Red Sox were always my favorite team.
Yeah. That's my brother's. But I also like the Cubs. And the only reason I'm a big Cubs fan is because Wrigley Field didn't have lights All the games were on during the day, and that's what was on when we would come home from school. And so that's what we would watch.
Poison Ivy. Yeah, I watched when I was a kid. I watched like every Red Sox game, like and then. But then in California, I got to go to a lot of Angels games and a lot of Dodgers games, and I enjoyed that very much. Miles Morales, Spider-Man. So I don't know really anymore who my favorite team is. I have rooted for the Braves. I have rooted for the Dodgers.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, the Pirates, you know, they might surprise you one of these days, Ronga.
You never know. Cubs hug.
Sorry, Mr. Note.
Batman facsimile number 614.
Oh.
Resurrection Man number 1, new black label book. This is the B cover, but it's fantastic.
Ooh, that is. I love that cover.
I like clock things and watches.
It's like
it's beautiful and creepy.
Yeah, all at the same. I know, that's what I was thinking. Beautiful and creepy all at the same time.
And this also is creepy. Moon Knight 7.
Yeah.
It's got an 8-ball head.
Yeah. That one is a little.
Do you play pool?
Yeah, but if anybody plays me, they'll win. So if
anybody needs to make a wager?
Yeah, if anybody needs to give me some money, just I'm not good at it.
Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur 10th anniversary special. It's been 10 whole years.
Wow.
I love the coloring on this.
I do too. That's really good.
Immortal Thor 22. These covers are all great. Ironheart Bad Chemistry number 1. Doom Academy 1.
Yeah, I like that.
And Absolute Green Lantern number 1. That's selling like crazy. All the Absolutes have been doing great. Daredevil Cold Day in Hell number 1 variant cover. Daydreaming.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Okay, now that was all the new.
Okay.
Okay. Lost the picture for a second.
I know. I was like, oh no. I didn't touch anything.
About to hit that break button too.
What's that?
I was just about to hit that break button too, and y'all caught me.
Went out. We almost went to commercial.
I
But
was
boom,
like,
came back.
I've not touched anything.
Dawn promises it wasn't her.
It wasn't me.
We're not even having a storm. We can't even blame it on that tonight.
Nope.
But one's coming just in time for my wedding.
Yeah, I know.
But it's indoors, so it doesn't matter. And they say it's good luck.
That's what I've heard.
Rains on
I
your
know
end.
it's supposed to be like nice and pretty tomorrow, storm on Sunday, and then back down in the 50s on Monday.
Yeah.
Welcome to Tennessee weather.
Tennessee is wild. Ultimate Wolverine 3, 1 in 25, $20.
I like the red background for the.
These two are beautiful. This is this one is missing. It's tag. Oh, it doesn't have one. That's right. This is Vampirilla 1 Legacy number 676. And with the Perillo cover, but it's the foil, FOC foil variant. Let me see if I can. Yeah, it's bonus cover W, and it's $10. And then this one is the 1 in 10 FOC variant cover ZE. But it's the same image, but like with very cool coloring and it's
converted the
cover,
purple and
really
purple and green.
So this one's also $10. Yeah, ultraviolet. I order these every month. I'm a sucker for these.
I mean, they're
I just
cool.
like them. We usually sell them, and if we don't, I get to enjoy them.
It's just like, yep, there we go.
It's all right. All right, and these 2 books just came in from that same young man that did those Aries comics that we showed. He came in and sold me some books and gave me these to try to sell so he can raise money to print more copies of his comic. And he has another comic in the works. So so he did like drawings on these blanks. And this is Ultimate Wolverine 1 with one of his original drawings on it. And so he would like $20 for it. There's that one. And then the Spawn 329, also $20.
Oh, that's a cool cover.
But he's 16. He's doing pretty good.
Wow. That is really good.
So we're trying to encourage him.
Yeah.
If your phone gets older, the spell check gets crazier. I hadn't heard that. Never really noticed. I got a new phone last week, and I'm still trying to adjust to it. It's doing weird things, and it has all kinds of features. But the biggest problem is that now the silencing of it, instead of being a little switch that you toggle, is actually a button, which means you can hit it any time. So if you hear my phone go off in church, you'll know we'll know what happened.
Over that Sunday.
Because it happens a lot at church, so other people have button problems too. All right. Invisible Man Ultimate Action Figure came in. Look at that.
Oh, cool.
He has many, many heads and many extra hands and some grabby things. I don't know. He's got a book, Advanced Chemistry and Physics book, extra shirt front, some extra bandages. Very cool. This one's $37.99. Well, what should I go with if it's going to go off in church? Like, Highway to Hell, Cry, Little Sister. Nah, I just have one of those ringtones that you go in and you pick when you get a new phone or when you get a phone.
Yeah.
I didn't pick one near the top. I picked one near the bottom of the list, so not as many people have it. And very rarely do I hear someone else's phone use it. And then, because otherwise you have that moment of panic, like, my phone's going to... Yes, there you go. Went over like a cell phone chime in church. Yeah, it's not a bad one. Okay, so we got in some new Dungeons and Dragons type dice, and this is the biggest set of dice we've ever gotten in. It's so cool. We have this in black, white, or purple, and it has a 1 in 100, which is this giant die here. But it also has like a 1 in 50, and it has some like specialty dice, like it has a Roman numeral six-sided die. It just has like everything in there, and these are running $19.99 a set, so I think they're pretty cool. And then we got in some from the same company, some kind of unusual ones. This one is Cosmos, and these are $16.99, so they look very much like kind of like planet space type stuff. This one is Bloody Skulls. It's kind of hard to see on the camera, but inside each die is a bloody skull.
I do like the colors.
$14.99. And then this one has unicorns inside each die. There's like little tiny unicorns in there. And this one's $16.99. And then we got some other ones that are like different colors, and I always like when we get dice in. I've always had a thing about collecting dice. I have too many dice of my own at home. I have a whole jar full of them. Oh. What is his name again? That is a good question. I'll find that out for you. His name is Ben Mariquin. And he lives here in town. And he has a lot of wonderful dreams. I think he's awesome.
That's cool.
What did I do with those books? Did I hand those to you?
No, I think they're right here. I think they're underneath the invisible man made invisible.
Well, that
to you.
I can see how that could happen. Invisible to me, indeed.
Uh-huh.
Roll him up. I might as well grab some more books from over here. Well, thank you very much for getting those. I'm sure he'll be thrilled. And it puts him a little closer to printing more comics.
Yeah.
So. Okay. I'm sorry you missed them. Yes, nope, does say yep to up-and-coming creators. Well, you just never know, you know, kids like that, when they've got a dream, you know, you never know what's going to happen in the future with him. I mean, he may go on to be a superstar, or he may choose another career. You just never know. But for now, he's like very inspired to do this, and he's doing pretty good, I think. Can you bring those to me so I can show them again? Because some people didn't get to see them. And he probably will draw some more. So if you guys are interested, I'll have him make some more different ones. There's a Spawn one and Ultimate Wolverine. So this customer of ours drew these. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, well, let us know if you wanted one, Randy, because like I said, he'll draw other ones. We'll have them in the future if you want to pick up something different. But if you want to get one of those, Mr. Nope's willing to give you one. Okay, so which one? Everybody whoever chimes in first, who wants the Spawn, and then who wants the Wolverine. Because we have to send it somewhere.
Well,
oh no, I have to pick.
I'm so glad these are the kinds of problems we have on these shows.
I know. Everybody's so kind and so polite.
So nice.
Too nice. No. Did you have a preference, Mr. Nope? Which one did you want more? Because Randy's good with either one. If you make me pick, I'll just like close my eyes and probably, but I don't know. He didn't want to say. Well, that means you must prefer Wolverine. So we'll go that way.
All right.
Mr. Nope's got the
Nope's
Wolverine.
getting the Wolverine.
Yes.
All right.
Randy's going to get the Spawn. Round guy. All right. Speaking of Spawn, we got in a copy of Spawn 1 and very fine, $25.
Okay, so round guy's getting Spawn, right?
He says he does prefer Spawn. So, cool. Good call. All right. Now, these were all signed books that came in. I'm checking to see which collection they're from. Like, it wasn't that collection. Okay, good. Turok Dinosaur Hunter #1, signed by Bart Sears, and fine is $10. ElfQuest #23, and very good, signed by everybody in the universe.
I was going to say.
It's definitely signed by Wendy Pini, but it's also signed by Terry Collins and a number of people like Bill Neville, and I don't know, and Steve Blevins, and I don't know who the other signatures are. But if you like ElfQuest, it would be the thing to do. $10, very good. Well, the sniff was I wanted to make sure they weren't from that other collection.
Is it over here in the new ones?
What?
The new Vampire Baseball book.
Wait, I'm not seeing it.
For Derek.
Did Pastime the new video? Yes.
Is it in the new ones here?
It's
when
right
I
in
brought
here.
it, but it's sports. Okay.
Yeah, we do have it.
And would he like it?
I assume you would like a copy, Derek, because I do have one. Not everybody watches that closely. Yep, this is it right here. So let us know if you want that one, Derek.
I'll put it right here.
All right. Superman 82 with certificate of authenticity and very good. It's $10. It's a Dynamic Forces certificate. So this one was one of 10,000 and it's signed. It's double signed by Dan Jurgens and Brett Breeding. Oh, it is, interestingly, it is not signed by Nick or Nicola. It says Dynamic Forces, Inc. has issued this certificate to authenticate this copy of Superman 82. It's signed by Robert Fell. Interesting. Catwoman number 4, signed by Jim Balint. $5. Bloodshot number 1, signed by Kevin Van Hook. $8. Very good. Poison Elves Color Special number 1 with certificate of authenticity. It's in very good. It's $4. Signed right here, and it has a certificate with it. And this was limited to 1,000. And of course, the creator Drew Hayes. He's passed away quite a few years ago. This is a New Mutants 92 in very good, signed by Rob Liefeld. It's $10. There's no certificate, but I know that that's his signature looking at it. He always signs right there for some reason. Like if you look at other books he's signed, he always signs right over the mutants. Okay. And I got a collection of G.I. Joes in. I'll show a few, and then if you guys are interested, I can show more. Number 2, newsstand, very good, $18. Number 7, newsstand, very good, $8. Number 8, also newsstand, very good, $5. Number 10, newsstand, very good, $13. Number 11, newsstand, very good, $7.50. G.I. Joe number 12, newsstand, very good, $8. Just couldn't get past this without a joke about Rob. Rob guy just couldn't resist. Couldn't let that go. But that is pretty funny. G.I. Joe 13 newsstand, very good, $5. And 14, very good, $8. So I will stop showing G.I. Joes, but this, I have most of them up to number 49. So if there's any numbers you're looking for, please request them, and I'll be happy to show them to you. 21 was not in that collection, believe it or not.
Of course.
Yeah, I know you couldn't help yourself. It's okay. Yeah, when I was pricing them, I'm going through, and it's like I had every issue going, and I got to 20, and then it was like 20, 22, and I'm like, the one people need.
That's how it always goes.
Mm-hmm. But you know, it wasn't that I thought the collection was picked through from looking at the stuff. It was just they probably were too late getting to the spinner rack to get it. Is it sold out? Well, if you get your list together, let us know what numbers you need besides going. And we can look. We also have a lot of the later numbers in our bin too. So we have, you know, just send your numbers whenever, and we'll look and see what we have and show them. Okay, Judge Dredd. This is the 2018 series from IDW. Number 1B, very fine, $3.25. Number 1A, $4. This is Judge Dredd Toxic is the title. Number 2A, very fine, $4. That would be a no, Steve. That would be a no. It doesn't matter how many G.I. Joes I handle. I have no desire to belt out a Cobra battle cry. Dread 1A and 2A are going to round guy. We also have number 2B, fine, $3. Number 3A, very fine, $3. And number 3A, very fine. Wait, that's count. Oh, you know what? Something happened when I was pricing this. This is 3B. All right, all fixed like it never happened. 3B, very fine, is $3. Woo. There we go. Yes, we are sans Carlos tonight, so there's no battle cries at all.
Yeah.
Not here. All right.
I don't do battle cries. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, no battle.
Yeah.
Just we draw the line there. Okay, so 3A for round guy.
Also, all right, I gotcha.
So if anybody else is looking for Judge Dredds, we now have 1, 2, and 3B available. Okay. Next up, I have a CGC slab book. I look relaxed.
No Carlos.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. I couldn't figure that out. I was thinking, why would I be relaxed in the situation that I'm in? Well, it could be I'm just so exhausted that I can't. I'm so close to slumber that, you know, that's where. But yeah, no, Carlos does keep me more awake and a little more on edge. So does my husband when he's here. Although last time he was here, he stayed in the car the entire time. Yeah. He never came in.
He never made an appearance.
But man, when he used to be around when he was at the store before he moved to this location at the other store, he used to drive me bananas. No singing. We just don't allow singing on the show. Only dancing. We do that mostly during the commercials. So Jay's the only one who gets to ever see it.
Yeah.
One of these days, though, he'll probably like make a clip of it and embarrass me on social media.
You're gonna see just a slew of like little clips of Nancy.
Yeah.
It's a montage of Nancy's.
Montage of dance moves. Yeah. You know what? They're going to live stream my wedding too. My wedding mass. So anybody who wants to watch it.
It's going to be so
I'll put the link
fun.
up. And hopefully I won't do anything too embarrassing. We'll see. There's lots of opportunities for bad things to happen. There's like candles involved and anything could happen.
And I have to go. Yeah.
Oh no. Jade, it doesn't record it during the commercials. Jay would have to go out of his way to do it. Now he's like,
Uh-oh. We've now given him an idea.
So when I was talking to Kyle today, I told him that the wedding was going to be live streamed, and he goes, "Can we live stream it on the Experience?"
And you see everybody there.
And I was like, "Yeah, I guess you could, but I mean, it's 7:00 on Sunday, and like we don't really do too much on the Experience on Sunday night. They could show it, I guess. I don't know. It's on YouTube. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know what kind of permission you have to do that.
I don't either.
But you know,
we'll just all turn and wave to the camera.
Yeah.
Hi.
You will, if you did watch my wedding, you'll see Dawn as well because she will be there.
Yes, I will be there. I'm so excited.
Yeah. Alrighty. And all of a sudden, Jay gets all business like, "Oh, fill out your forms, people. Fill out your forms. Don't forget your forms." Well, so far, everybody who's claimed, I have your form. But if you're new and you would like to claim something, please claim it and then fill out your form.
Did he never said
we never got an answer from Derek as to whether you wanted that pastime comic. So please let us know before the end of the show if possible. All right. I got a CGC book in. It's a Star Wars Dark Empire 2, number 5. And it's 9.4. It's the first appearance of the solo twins, Jason and Gianna. And it is 9.4 and it is $40. I was looking to see what what year this came out, and there's nothing to say anywhere. Oh, April 1995.
Oh, wow. 30.
What's that?
30 years.
Feels like yesterday.
Yeah,
it is 30 years old.
Because, my 30-year high school reunion is this year.
And you're going to go and have fun, aren't you?
Yes, I'm actually on the planning committee for
Are
it.
you really?
I am, of course. Just throw that into the pile of everything else.
Because you got nothing better to do.
I have nothing else to do.
All right, so I'm going to put the stars on right there. I got one more slab that I'll show before the end of the show. And it's not Star Wars.
Teaser there, huh?
Yeah, that's me. I like
you
to
teasing
tease.
us there. All right.
Okay. 1 in 10. We did not get the 1 in 10 of Pastime. We only got the cover A. Sorry. Oh, that's all right. It's probably going to be tricky to find. I mean, there's not that many stores that are going to order 10 of that, even though it's a cool book, but there's not one that got that much publicity, I guess. Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, number 2, 1990. Very fine. $8. Dawn's Dancing.
Then I have the song playing in my head.
Oh, it's no problem. We're always happy to look for any requests you have. Chip and Dale, number 3, $10. Chip and Dale 4, $10. Chip and Dale 5, very fine, $8.
Thanks, Jay. I already had it in my head. Now I really got it going.
You just sing it all the way to the end so that you can then get it out of your earworm.
Mm-hmm.
Number 6, very fine, $8. And then just out of nowhere, Disney DuckTales, number 6, $10. Magic of Dispel.
They just don't make the cartoons like they used to.
Or the comic books for some of the ones that I liked.
Mm-hmm.
Just not the same.
No, but times just keep a changing.
I know. We're going with it.
We don't have much of a choice.
It's true.
Gotta go with it. It's what's going on. All right. Now, here's a show I watched many, many episodes of. Married with Children, 1990. Number 1 in Fine, $10.
Oh, yeah.
So this is the very first one. Number 2, very fine, $12 with the photo cover. Number 3, very fine, $12. I started rewatching it the other day. That's funny. I haven't watched an episode in years. Number 4, Near Mint, $12. Ah, Disney Plus. Oh, Mr. Nope would like a Kelly cover. I actually have 2 of them. They're both the same exact grade. So if anybody else wants one, we can help you as well. So that one went to Mr. Nope. I think I showed this one right too. Yeah. Number 5, Near Mint, is $12. And number 6, very fine, $10. That was all of those. Uh-oh. Got the camera.
Just made it right under. I feel like I'm the trucks going under the bridge.
Not the Edmund Street Bridge.
Takes all the trucks out.
We have a truck killing bridge here in town that has its own like social media account.
Yes, because people won't pay attention to the sign.
They've tried everything. They put flashing lights and big signs, and people are always like, why can't they just lower the road? But underneath the road, right where the bridge is a river.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's not any way they can lower the road.
Yeah.
And I guess they could have built the bridge higher, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. Think it's been there forever. And a zillion vehicles have hit it and it hasn't ever gotten damaged.
I'm like,
so it's like the world's strongest bridge.
What is this bridge made out of?
I don't know. It's like concrete and must be reinforced. I don't know.
Something.
But it's taken the roof off of RVs. It's taken off the roof of trucks. All kinds of trucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw one time it was a water delivery truck that delivers the big bottles that go into offices. And the sides of the truck fell off and the back of the truck fell off after the roof came off. And all the bottles of water were just sitting on the like a flatbed.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It was crazy. Oh, you have one in your state capitol, has its own camera and Facebook page. Yeah, ours has its own Facebook
Yeah, it
page.
doesn't have its own camera. We just have enough people in Cleveland though,
Take
that
pictures.
take pictures of it.
Yeah. I even did one time when I happened to see one. Amazing Spider-Man 400 in fine is $10. And this has the embossed tombstone.
I like that.
It's an overlay cover. It like folds out. What? All right. We're going to have to go another break. We'll be back in just a minute.
The limit is the sky with no glass ceiling. But if the shoe fits, feel free to walk up in it. You can catch me in the sky with no flight attendants, or either in the coupe, but the roof is not attended. I don't look back, I don't look back, I don't look back, I don't look back. I just go forward, I just go forward, I just go forward, I just go forward. I don't hear that, I don't hear that, I don't hear that, I don't hear that. I just ignore it, I just ignore it, I just ignore it, I just ignore it. Brad Pitt, I button up Benjamin. I'm not like them, my cloth was cut different. For those that are listening, please know that I never backpedal. Nah, never that. I don't look back. I don't look back. I don't look back. I don't look back. I just go forward. I just go forward. I just go forward. I just go forward. I don't hear that. I don't hear that. I don't hear that. I don't hear that. I just ignore it. I just ignore it. I just ignore it. I just ignore it. I don't look back. I don't look back. I don't look back.
We know you probably get a lot of emails, but could you please make sure to sign up for our mailing list? We don't send a lot of emails, and we try not to bother you. We just want to give you the best information about all the cool stuff that's going on around here. Sign up on our website, theexplive.com.
In a world where you hit like and subscribe on our YouTube channel.
That'd be really great, thanks.
Except we don't have to pay for it. Hi, welcome back. We're just talking about Moel at home. I go, we have the same water as the people in the county because we're in the same spring system, but we don't have to pay for our water because it just pumps in.
Yeah, that's nice.
The only negative is when the power goes out, we also don't have water.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. And it happens a lot out where I live. Hopefully it won't happen Sunday.
Hopefully not.
That'd be terrible. Okay. Amazing Spider-Man number 365 and fine is $12. Has the hologram cover and spider background. All right. Spider-Man 2099 number 31 and fine is $6. Uh-oh. Somebody's having problems.
Yeah.
Spider-Man 26 and fine is $5. And to finish that set off, Spectacular Spider-Man number 189, very fine, is $8. Spider-Man 2099 number 1 and fine, $16. The foil edges. Spider-Man Doctor Strange number 1, first print, 1992, very fine, $10. Spider-Man 50 newsstand, very good, $4. He has the silver hologram eyes. This is a newsstand number 50. Amazing Spider-Man 25 variant Scotty Young, $3.50 in fine. And Spider-Man Reign 2 number 1B from 2024 in fine is $3 and is also Scotty Young.
I like that.
Scotty Young's been super popular for collecting because his art is cute and nobody else is like him. And then number 2 of that series, Spider-Man Reign 2, a near mint, is $5. Can you hand me one of those other piles over there?
I got you.
I think these may all be Spider-Mans.
Which one do you want?
I'll take these. I don't, whatever. I'll take those.
All right.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, Weird Western Tales. I know there was a request last week, but I think it was for an earlier one. Dawn's already upping her nerd game. She totally is.
Why?
Just spending time here. I mean, what do you mean? She's going to absorb all kinds of nerditude. Or
My nerdometer.
Your nerdometer.
My nerdometer.
Spinning.
I am a nerd in some sorts.
Everybody has things they're nerds about.
I have a brain full of useless knowledge that only
good.
comes in handy for trivia games.
Ooh. We may have to team up.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We did play trivia one time at church together.
Yes, we did. It was fun.
Okay.
We did good. Yeah. I didn't get to go to the one in the spring, but I'm looking forward to the one in the fall. So maybe we can.
The one we went to was pirate themed. That was a lot of
fun.
fun.
That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun.
We got to dress up in pirate hats.
Yeah.
And it was all good. No, the All-Star 10 don't have. I just have some of the weird Western tales. But, in case anybody else is looking for them. Number 43, very good, $4. These are from 1977. Number 44, very good, $4. Number 45, fine, $6. This one has Batlash in it. Number 46, very good, $4. Some gun he's got. It's like a little cannon. Yikes. The finest killing machine in the West. Well, I guess it would be.
That would be so much fun, Jake. Guess who gets to go look for it?
Well, I can't say, Jay, that hasn't happened.
What's the way that Dawn can learn where everything in the story is?
Well, that's true. This is really just training for Dawn so that when people come in the store requesting things, she'll know where it is.
I'll be like, oh, well, so-and-so asked for that the other night, so.
Weird Western Tales 47, very good, $4.
Early.
Well, sometimes I really do think customers come in just to run us around the store looking for things that they don't actually want.
Early.
Oh, he's the. I don't think we had any, but Don, you can look in the Western bin,
got you,
which is right there, and see if there's any Jonah Hex.
Right here.
Yeah, it'll be under J in the Westerns. Weird Western Tales 48, very good, $5.
No. Well, no, wait. Hey. I might have a couple here.
Number 50, very good, $4.
You said Jonah Hex?
Yes. There's numerous series, though, so it's kind of hard. Until I see it, I won't know if it's what he's talking about. And I'm not familiar with Ghost Man by Paul Brunson.
These are what.
If you give us more info, we'll happy to look for it. These are not the old ones.
Okay, that is what I had.
The ones we have are these newer ones, but we don't have any of the old ones at the moment.
I can put this.
But that doesn't mean I won't find them and grade them in the next few weeks because I do have some back stock, I believe, somewhere. And yeah, I don't know what the Ghost Man is, so if you know who publishes it or more, how long ago it came out, that would help us find it. Weird Western Tales 57, very good, $4. And number 52 and fine is $5.50. I just wanted to get to this cover. It's Scalp Hunter and President Lincoln in an arm wrestling match. Number 53, very good, $4.
Oh my gosh. That's like it.
It's a good one. All right. So I have more if anybody else is looking for any later Weird Westerns, but I will stop on the Scalp Hunters for now. Oh, Cosmic Lion Productions. I don't think that's a book we carried, that Ghost Man. But I guess you could go poke around in the horror section and see if there's any Ghost Man.
Ghost Man in horror section. I got this.
She's on it.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Raymar Brunson. Interesting. All right. Batman Lobo #1 from 2000, $13. It's a great cover. Oh, okay. I will send her to look for the Badger Shadowmans. Okay. We can look for that too. I Am Batman #3A, $4. Harley Quinn 22, $5. I think we showed this last week because it's got the Dark Knight parody.
Nope, I do not see any.
No luck on the Ghost Man. Can you look in superhero under Badger and see if we have a #3 published by First Comics? It's under Badger. And we don't have any graded Shadow Man comic books. We don't have very many graded books at all. Really just the 3 you see up here. And I've got a couple more in the case over there, but I know for a fact I don't have any Shadow Man ones. Batman Superman World's Finest #27, $5. Superman 15, $3. Ouch. Doctor Strange 1B Alex Ross cover in fine, $3. Paul Bunyan. You're killing me. All right. Invincible Iron Man #23, 1:15 ratio variant and fine, $6. Any luck with the Badgers?
No. Didn't
Right.
see any.
Sorry, no Badger. I've always liked the Badger. He's a great character. He's basically a insane hero.
Yeah.
Those are always fun. Suicide Squad $5. Not that all the superheroes aren't a little cracked in the head.
Yeah. Honestly, when you think about it.
Some more than others, though.
Ooh,
This one I can never remember what book it is. It's killing me. Okay. This is Dawn of DC Night Terror's Darkest Hour variant cover. #1. Yes, it's like Dayglow. Dayglow colors. It's cool.
I like it.
That one's $6. Yes, thank you, Steve, for doing your part. Weapon H, #4, $4. Thunderbolts #1 variant, $5. Can you get the books that are over there? I can't.
I certainly can.
Because we're down to just the last few, but we also are down to the last few minutes too. I'll just take all of that. Yeah. Yeah, not the Marvel catalog.
I was trying to make sure I didn't get that part. So.
Okay. Can you take these? And
I will get those out of your way.
I don't think you can pick them all off because you're gonna hit the screen here.
All right.
Yep, there we go. Made it once more.
Okay. All right. This is a comic from Wake Entertainment. It's called Essentia. This is #7 from 2021, and it is $10. You just never know what's going to come in the collections. It's interesting. This is a Walking Dead 15th anniversary #1B Virgin variant in fine from 2018, and it is $6.
Ooh, I like that cover.
Are you a Walking Dead fan?
I'm really not, but I really do like that cover, though. I think it's pretty cool.
The composition of it's very interesting.
Yeah.
And this is the Walking Dead store variant number 1. It's $5. And there's quite a few different ones that people did for store variants that just have different store names. This one has to be a name of, this is a store, Chattanooga. But you could collect them all. There's like a whole bunch.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Spawn number 350, $5. Uncanny X-Men 277 from 1991 in fine, $6. Dark Wolverine number 77A in fine from 2009, $2.50. That one's cool, but it makes me a little nauseous looking off of buildings.
Yeah.
I have a big hang up about that.
I really?
It all started when I was 7 and we went to the Empire State Building. And when I was 7, the Empire State Building did not have nets to stop you from falling. They had just really kind of lowish walls around the edges of the building at the top. And shortly after our visit, like when I was about 10, that's when there was like a whole big run of people jumping off the Empire State Building to kill themselves. So they had to put up nets, like to catch people. But when I went, it was pre-net.
Pre-net.
And I was 7 and I was terrified. I stood against the wall, like probably 10 feet from the edge, and was like stuck on there like glue. I wouldn't come over to the edge. Yes, that's where, yeah. And ever since then, I have trouble looking down off of buildings.
Yeah.
Even when I see it in movies or, you know. And I went to the LA County Fair one time, and I took a gondola that takes you over the fair. And at one point, it passes over the top of the flagpole. There's something about looking down at the top of a flagpole makes me just want to throw up. And I almost threw up over the entire Los Angeles County Fair.
Oh, my gosh.
Looking down, there were like thousands of people below. And I'm like, oh, this could be bad.
Yeah.
And I was just like, but I didn't.
Oh,
So
good.
Crisis avoided. But yeah, it was not good. Yeah, the net installers, well, the window washers also. It's a crazy job.
No, thank you.
That isn't for me.
Everybody's built to do something, and that is not what I'm built to do.
Me neither. I'm not built for walking over those like bridges that are like rope bridges. I can't do that either. They have one down at Rock City, and they have 2 choices. You can go on the rope bridge, or you can go on like a normal bridge. Yeah. Normal bridge. Meanwhile, Ashley's on the rope bridge.
Yeah.
Amazing X-Men number 7, 2014. This one's $3. Yeah, it's just not for me. But yet I've gone in a lot of caves. Like, I don't have problems with caves. I've gone to a lot of different ones around the country. And even one of them I went to, you either had to walk down a spiral staircase into the cave or you had to rappel into it. But we went staircase.
No. I love it. I love the idea of it. I love seeing the videos. But I am claustrophobic.
Oh, so have you ever been to Ruby Falls?
When I was a little.
And that you will never go back.
And I will probably never go back. No.
When my grandparents were here in the 80s, we took them, and my grandfather went down the elevator, got to the bottom, and took the elevator back up.
Yeah, no.
He was like, not doing it.
No.
Amazing Spider-Man 700.5A. Very fine, $4. Marvel got all creative on their numbering, making me crazy.
See, I'm not even a big fan of elevators. Elevators, stairs. I'll go 5 flights of stairs walking up and down.
Really?
Yeah, I don't. I'm not a fan.
Elevators don't bother me. Venom Separation Anxiety number 1, $5. The elevators don't bother me, although I have been stuck in them occasionally, and that is not fun.
That's the
The only elevator I would not ride on was in San Diego at a hotel. I was down there for the San Diego Comic-Con, and my friend Mimi and I chose the wrong place to stay one year out of all the hotels. We stayed at the one that used to be the St. James years ago, and it had been a flop house, and then they converted it back to being a hotel.
Mhm.
And it had those turn of the century, 1900 type elevators where it had a gate that you had to close, and an elevator operator had to actually be in there to operate the elevator because it was manual.
Oh, wow.
And so there's a man in there like, what floor would you like, and it was horrifying. It made all kinds of weird noises, and then we were like, this is scary, and the guy who was the elevator operator said, yeah, it really is. I don't recommend the elevator. And his job is to go up and down the elevator. And I was just like, no, it was just bad.
Like, if I don't have another choice, I do it, but it is the claustrophobic and the thought of it stopping and nobody ever coming in. Found it.
Yes, Mr. Nope, it isn't funny to jump right before the elevator stops. That is not funny.
No, not at all.
It also is not funny on the rope bridge to make it go up and down. That is not funny either. Yeah, that's right. You can get out here. Venom on trial, number 3, near mint, $10. Yeah, geez. I've been on a lot of elevators, glass elevators too. They're kind of crazy. Venom Goes to Hell, Part 5, Circle of 4, Part 5. Why is it? That's interesting. Why didn't they make 5 parts? Just to make it hard on me. This is also number 13.4.
What?
Very fine, $16. This is from 2012. It's the first appearance of Red Hulk bonded with Ghost Rider and Venom, death and resurrection of Venom, Red Hulk, and Ghost Rider and X-23. So it's $16, very fine.
That was a mouthful.
I know. Luckily, I could read it and didn't have to memorize it. Yeah, the Marvel numbering over the years, it's just, I don't know what's wrong with them. It kind of started, they went like 13.1, 13.2, and then it was just like, just number your books with whole numbers, please. All right, we're almost at the end of the show, and I think I'm out of books, so I'm going to show the CGC book that you've all been waiting for.
The teaser. Woo!
This is a Detective 1027 Torpedo Comic exclusive. Torpedo Comics is a retailer that has a store in Las Vegas, and they have one in Orange, California now, too. This is signed by Arthur Adams, and it's a sketch cover, and it's a 9.8, and it is $75. You can see Art Adams' signature right here. It was signed in 2021. What else can we know about this?
What?
Okay. Sketch cover. This is the back cover.
That is really cool. So what is
What is what?
What is CG's?
Well, this is a talk we'll have to have later probably,
Yes.
but most people watching know. But for those who don't know, CGC is one of the grading companies that creates slabs and grades comics, and they're kind of the leader in the market. They've been around quite a while, and basically people pay to have their books put into these slabs,
and they have it a grading,
and they have to send it to them, and then they get it back. But sometimes they do them as like these were probably done all as a big group because it was an exclusive cover. So the store that commissioned the art for the cover most likely had them all done and signed and slabbed. This one is $75. So, they probably did them all at one time.
Yeah.
But
interesting.
But individuals can send in books that they have, and they pay to have them graded. the main reason they started slabbing comics was that people wanted to be able to sell things on eBay and be able to tell people what grade they were without there being, so they needed an impartial third party. Sorry, I'm getting a reflection off the computer.
Sorry. As I figure, I was like, I'm sure most people probably know. I'm still trying to
There's a
get
lot
all
to
the
learn.
terminology.
So that's the front, and then that's the back. But, you know, when you buy things like at auction, you don't know what grade they are because there's not like any kind of real training program for grading. Grading is done, you know, always was based on the Overstreet Guide standards. And, you know, I learned to grade from a dealer that had been grading for a long time before. And then I taught many, many people over the years how to grade. But it's still like something that's more of an art form than really just a science. And so some people are good at it and some aren't. I try to be strict.
Yeah.
Because that's more fair to people.
Yeah.
But, you know, but with this, they have quite a few people that do the grading. There's hundreds of people that work for them. And they're double checked and monitored closely. But there's still like books come back with different grades, and sometimes when you're looking through the plastic, you can see that it's not, you know, maybe not as good as they graded it.
That's what they graded it.
But this book, of course, it's 9.8, so it's beautiful. Yeah. I never know how they figure out the difference between a 9.8 and 9.9 and 10. Because it's like, it's almost perfect. Yeah. It's almost perfect. It is perfect. I mean, it's really hard to know. They pretty much will grade anything as long as you send the money. But there are services that specialize in cards and like there's quite a few different companies that do it. But they, you know, like I said, they're the leader in the comics world. And the thing about it that's wild is that they go for a lot more money than the book would if it wasn't graded. Oh, okay. It has its own market because the people who buy them, a lot of them just collect slabs. And so they're always more.
So these are like pretty much just like you can like put in on your wall then.
Yeah, you could, but a lot of people put them in boxes. They make especially tall boxes to hold them. And some people have thousands of them, you know, but it just depends on what you like to collect and how you like to collect. But once they're in here, you can't look in them again. So it's kind of like it isn't really a comic book anymore. It's kind of more art. A piece of art.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay.
But on some things, the only way to get these like signed ones and stuff is to buy the slabs like this.
Okay.
And you can break it out, but it'll lower the value of it. So, now that I saw all the comments, your Richard Petty cereal box will go for. Well, you can have something like that graded, though. That's that's true. So if you're done with the chewing gum, the CGC will grade it. They will grade almost anything. And it just becomes a picture. Actually, that's true. They grade individual pages. And if I'd known that would ever happen, I would have saved some of the pages I had. Because like some of the, like if it's a famous book, an expensive book, the individual pages can be hundreds of dollars.
Oh, wow.
And it doesn't make any, I mean, it's crazy, but people want to have a piece of a little book. But I gave all my books that didn't have covers away I gave them all to Chuck Rosansky at Mile High when he was out at my store one day, because he has a whole room where he like pieces comics together as a side hobby.
Wow. That's interesting.
Maybe he knew they were going to someday sell them, and you know, for me it was just stuff I didn't need, so I threw it into a deal I made with him. All right, it is the end of the show. I mean, I don't know how this happened. Thank you everybody who watched, everybody who commented, and everybody who claimed items, and of course thank you to Jay, our producer, and Dawn for being with me tonight. And yeah, that's true about that. Pokemon Cheetos. All right, sorry. I get distracted by the comments. I'm like, I have to run this through my mind. Okay, so we will be doing a live show next week. And my wedding will already have taken place. And so my tax preparation hopefully will be done. And it'll be a great week. So everybody have a great, safe week. And we will see you next week here on Friday Night Live on The Experience. Have a great night.
Join the party. Head over to our link tree to find all the links for everywhere The Experience is all the time.